These small little efforts, waste reduction, composting, water reduction within a specific venue has a really global impact. I run a program called Goal within OVG 360, which lives within Oakview Group more broadly. We help to integrate sustainability strategies into venues of all kinds, including arenas, stadiums, convention centers, anywhere that OVG 360 works, and hopes to apply the learnings from Climate Pledge Arena and bring that to venues around the world.
I'm the Vice President of Sustainable Infrastructure and Growth Initiatives at the National Hockey League. I've been at the league for 10 years, and I oversee all of our environmental sustainability efforts across the league and its member clubs. We launched our NHL Green platform in 2010 as a mandate by the Commissioner to promote sustainable business practices. And over the past 12 plus years, we're really seeing this effort become way more advanced and driven both at the league as well as at the club and venue level.
Sports and entertainment, of course, is a global industry, and climate change and the impacts of climate change are a global problem. We have to think really locally, and so that means working within venues, very local scale, to create change, and venues around the world are starting to do that, using partnerships, brands that are really interested in wanting to create an impact with that venue. It's leveraging the voices and power of fans and visitors, even hearing from athletes and artists who want to perform in venues, and hearing from them on the demands for this ability to create influential change. So I think the sports and entertainment industry more broadly is enacting that change just by listening to the world around them and to inspiring change, because we have such a platform to do that in a really exciting and really unique way.
We've seen a real shift in how sports and entertainment venues have adopted sustainable business practices, either by reducing operational costs or seeing it as a revenue driver by bringing in marketing partners and brands who share values with sports properties who are prioritizing sustainability. We're seeing that marketing partners are interested in this space. We're seeing that customers who are coming into venues are demanding some of the things that they feel are important to them from an environmental perspective. One example of that was plastic straws, and the fact that single-use plastics is a big concern, particularly in oceans. And there was a big movement around reducing single-use plastics, particularly straws, in sports and entertainment venues.
The good and the challenging thing about sustainability is that it can look so different depending on where you are and depending on who's implementing it or what they want to do. And so there are global initiatives that a venue can take on and implement, and there are very small implementation strategies. We can think about really broadly impacting and reducing carbon emissions. It requires thinking about this problem as a global issue, but then we can think about waste and very tactical small things that we can see and feel and that might be going to a landfill close by. What we in the industry need to do is help make those connections between kind of this big scale impact and realizing that our local small efforts make a difference to this bigger impact, and vice versa, realizing that these small little efforts, waste reduction, composting, water reduction within a specific venue has a really global impact. And there's no step that's too small to start your journey.
There is so much opportunity to embed environmental sustainability into sports venue operations. It's almost overwhelming. And so it takes a seasoned practitioner to understand how you can implement things that I call low calorie, high impact. And those are the things that will get buy-in from the executive level. Those are the things that will get buy-in when you talk about your environmental efforts to your customers, your consumers, those spectators who are going to come into your building. In order to make a sea shift and a change in what we're trying to do, we can't boil the ocean. We need to start small, effectuate change at a local level, and then grow our efforts.
One of the biggest challenges of adopting sustainability at any scale is just that it's really hard to know where and how and when to start, and to have people to do it. You need someone who's passionate to really, on the ground tactically know what sustainability strategies might be worthwhile taking. You need someone to really shepherd and push that. And people think of it as being a budget issue, but really sustainability, when it's integrated effectively, reduces cost over time, especially when you can pull in brand partners who can help with some of the initial upfront investment that it takes to help you get there.
We need to have executive leadership that's bought in at the top, because it's their mandate that will help drive this throughout the value chain and throughout your organization. On the flip side, it's not just executive management that needs this, it's also a bottom-up effect. And so anybody from the chef to your janitor to your sweet salesperson can really be inspired by environmental sustainability and drive change within your organization. Climate Pledge Arena is one example of where it's embedded into their business operations, and I only see that as table stakes now, where we're going to see this embedded in much more sports and entertainment venues going forward. It's those little things that have real significant impact, and it's thrilling to see that sports and entertainment venues can really be the catalyst for that change. Because at the end of the day, we can only do so much within our operations, but if we can influence the millions of fans who watch our sport, who come into our venues, that's where we're going to have the real impact.